everything about that song, Bill, reminds me why we loved Andy Gokey so much on American Idol last year. That is tremendous.
Thank you, guys.
Really
It's such a moment. This is my first time actually hearing it on the radio.
Pretty cool, huh?
It is such a. It's an amazing moment right now.
Let's just go ahead and track the whole CD. Would that make it happen?
Let's make this a moment of a lifetime right now.
Danny Gokey could sing Itsy Bitsy Spider, and I would go out to the record stores and I would buy it.
Absolutely. That's a pretty strong voice you got there.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
And before you go, Bill and I, Bill, of course, is on the board with Country Cares with St. Jude, so he's been very closely associated with St. Jude Children's Hospital for a long time. I had my third trip up there this past weekend, and it's Country Cares weekend, and seminars, breakout sessions about how to raise money for St. Jude, but it's also such a powerful opportunity to see what goes on at St. Jude. I'd love your impressions, Dan.
Yeah, going to St. Jude was it was amazing because and it's almost an understatement. When I was going to St. Jude, I have to admit, I kind of came in with the mindset, wow, this is going to be a sad day. All these hurting kids and who are basically diagnosed with, terrible situations, and they're kind of given at times a death sentence before they get there. But what I found out when I walked through there, that St. Jude is a second chance. St. Jude is a place of hope because a lot of kids walk out that place being able to start life over again because they can overcome that situation. So I was so touched. It was a happy place. It's totally not what you think it is.
Yeah, I always tell everybody it's the happiest place on earth.
It is a happy place full of joy, full of optimism. These kids are facing the most difficult times of their lives, yet there's such optimism in their eyes and saying, you know what, once I get over this, I can't wait to get on with life. I can't wait to be just one chapter of my long life that I have ahead of me.
They're so adorable, and there's so much hope that is instilled by the people that make that thing happen. And I think it's really a point of pride in Mobile that the first thing you walk through when you go to St. Jude is the gift shop on your way in.
That's true.
And that was built with money from Mobile and the St. Jude by the Bay.
Yeah, they funded that entire project, which is very cool. Danny, when you had a chance, because I know you had a chance to go through the hospital and visit with patients, did you have any of those moments where you just sit back and go, wow, these kids, they're still just kids?
They are, and it actually got me thinking about my wife, because my wife was just like that. She was diagnosed with a disease that there was no cure for, only surgery. And but my wife was so full of optimism. It's like, here's the thing: is we're all going to go through things that we don't like in life, but it's really, even though it's not your fault and you didn't cause it, it's what are you going to do with it once you get it? Are you going to let this define you for the rest of your life, or are you going to become a stronger person and let there become a purpose or something real that comes out of this so you can help others? And that's what these kids, it's almost like they know there's a reason behind it. They take a hold of it, and they day by day, they don't think of all their future and how long this is going to be and get all down and depressed, but they just take it day by day. We're going to get through this. It's going to be painful. I got mom and dad here with me. I got people visiting me, but this place has caused so much hope for me. And I know they're appreciative to what we're doing, and that's why I'm such a big advocate of people giving back. And I want to thank the people in Mobile, Alabama, for giving back, because it has such. You may not see what you're doing, but what your money is going to is creating results, and it's making a difference, and it's going to keep on making a difference.
Yeah, when you get up there and you get to see the facility, it's
beautiful.
It's mind-boggling.
It's not necessarily a hospital. They have like this one the area downstairs where the eatery is, and it's just all these great fun restaurants.
There's everything there.
Everything you can think of.
There's a world unto its own, and of course what we are amazed by is the fact that as a patient or patient family, you don't have to pay for the services. St. Jude covers the cost of everything, and that's why we do radiothons and stuff like that to keep the doors open. It's $1.5 million a day to operate that facility.
Can you believe that? That's almost $500 million a year, or more. Excuse me, more than $500 million.
So all we try to do is keep it open for a few hours with our radiothon and raising money for it. But it's very near and dear to us, and I'm glad you had a chance to go and visit. I know the kids were crazy for you. I heard the response of Danny Gokey in the house. It was a pretty big moment.
Yeah, so much fun, and it's the people that are listening that make that difference. And it's just a team effort, I guess you could say.
It really is, and the team is our callers during the radio are a big part of that team.
Well, they're the owners of the hospital. They're the ones that keep it afloat.
That's right.
They really are. And you know what? Life you have more meaning when you give back. You really do. So.
There was a gentleman from Saraland that grew up listening to 95 KSJ, and he co-wrote the song "I Saw God Today."
Really?
Right in this area.
Wow.
And that's the feeling you get when you walk the halls of St. Jude.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's the feeling you get. Danny Gokey, you have been tremendous.
Thank you.
You guys, I have to say this, you guys are so much fun. Thank you so much for being, I felt like a king sitting in this chair. You guys treated me so right and so well. And thank you so much. I didn't deserve it, but thank you.
You did deserve it. We're so proud of you, man. And thanks for what you're about to do upstairs. Hang out with some folks and sing a little bit.
Thank you.
It is 8:59, 95 KASJ.